Hey everybody, Pickyo Gamer here, and I said I was going to make some more videos, and I'm slowly getting to that. I got a few more to make. I'm not really talking about the main, gaming scene. It's boring as hell to me right now, but I've been playing stuff, retro gaming. I got the family into retro gaming, talking with the retro bro. Oh no, Vault Boys, it's slightly a greenish yellow, so you're going to see some psychedelic shit. I'm sorry, folks, I can't help that. But I bought one of these and it's got some green on it, so it's going to be see-through. Oh no, you see the psychedelic crap going on? Oh, it's the Sheild TV Pro. It is the latest version. It's the big one, the tube one. The difference really is it's a little smaller, of course, and it's 32-bit. You can't run 64-bit apps like the Dolphin emulator, but this was a twofold thing. One, we wanted to get an emulation box. I have played around with RetroPies before, and they're great. This is not a RetroPie hating video, but is this a RetroPie killer? Not really. It's a different way of doing it, but it has a great benefit that really the Pi doesn't, is that it is a true 4K modern streaming box that with the Android TV operating system in the Play Store, you have all the apps and RetroArch, everything you need to make it just like a RetroPie. So you could be sitting there watching all your latest movies, Plex, Apple. You can get it for like movies anywhere and stuff like that. All the streaming apps, Disney Plus, you can catch up on the Mandalorian and stuff like that. And then turn around and pick up a controller that you pair with it and you play retro games. So the first part is, it is going to be talking about, it has replaced an Apple TV 4K box that's going upstairs. The Apple TV 4K is not the latest, but it's not the first. It's I got Dolby Vision, I got HDR, Dolby Vision HDR, and I've got Atmos on it. It's a good box. It's a powerful box. It's very capable, but it's Apple. They're assholes. They won't let stuff on their app because they're on their operating system, because they think they're better than everybody else, and they think they got to keep emulators, which are legal, off of it so that you can't do anything. Whatever. The first thing you want to talk about, I've got the Sheild box. It's upstairs. It's neat. I wasn't going to unhook it. It's nice looking. The remote, as you can see, is a triangle. And you could when you lay it down, it lays down like this, where you could reach over and just kind of touch it, but you put your fingers back there, but it doesn't lay down flat. It's interesting design. You've got the power button, the menu button, your navigation here, back, home, fast forward, voice search for Google, play, pause, and then three volume control buttons: volume up, volume down, mute, and stupidly a Netflix button. It's a good remote. The design is slightly weird, but it works, and you can't hardly see it unless you kind of with all these lights on. But if you in a room, you move it, the keys do light up. You can't see with all this light on, but it helps, especially if you're in the nighttime. You're kind of not got a lot of light on. This Apple TV remote is good. The top part here, if you haven't seen one of these, there's a click there. This thing is a trackpad. It works good until it freaks the fuck out and it becomes uber sensitive. You got menu or back, the TV button, which does other few things, voice, play, and you do have volume up and down. Unfortunately, this thing it's good. It's lacking a couple buttons. If it just had a mute button, maybe something else on it to make it even it out, it'd be just about perfect. This one, I don't know with the latest one, if it feels a little better. It works. It feels wonky sometimes. Going to this, my wife was like, oh, thank God, got something that clicks like the Roku, which we got a couple Rokus upstairs, one in my daughter's room. It depends on what you think's better. This is a really good remote. It works. Everything is zippy. As a streaming box, it's got, let's look on the back here without showing you the box. It has got, you can do Google Play, Google Assistant with Alexa. It's got Dolby Vision, Atmos, 4K, AI upscaling. Two USB 3.0 ports, Plex Media Server, premium Android games, 3 gigs of RAM, 16 gigs of storage. You get 4 or 12 after, after all that. It's the Nvidia Tegra X1 Plus. It's a little bit more powerful than the Nintendo Switch. USB 3 expandability, gigabit. It's neat. The one thing you'll have to notice, which I've ordered, I've got a 128 gig SD card. I didn't pay attention. My fault. The smaller tube version has an SD card slot. Maybe the older ones did. This one has 2 USB 3 points. No fucking SD card. I just got the little adapter in from Amazon, and for some odd fucking reason, I had to get a refund. It's only $12. I have a SanDisk 128 gig. It's fine. I tried on the Shield, 2 computers with the adapter, took the micro SD card out, tried on my work computer, direct the micro SD card's fine. Funny how a SanDisk card, which is compatible with the SanDisk adapter, doesn't work, so I must have got a dead one. I'll have to get something else to plug in the back because I'll be able to expand it for 128 gigs to put bigger stuff on it. The performance of the box is zippy, it's fast. Compared to Apple TV when it's streaming, they're comparable. They're very, very, very good. The thing that is different is this AI upscaling. It's not DLSS, which again they're rumoring to put into the Nintendo Switch Pro or whatever you'll call it. I went ahead and took my Netflix 4K, dropped it $4 a month. And I'm paying for 1080p because YouTube TV is 1080p. A lot of stuff on Netflix are. Hulu is watching. My wife and I was starting to catch up on the Handmaid's Tale last night, just ourselves. And it's 1080p. It upscale. Everything looks as crisp as a 4K video. It looks very, very crisp. That AI upscaling means you really shouldn't be paying the 4K streaming apps. I mean, there's even, I think, Linus from Linus Tech Tips was in video when I was doing reviewing or research, and he's like, cancel your 4K Netflix subscription because it looks that good. It slightly upscales it with AI, and it looks crisp. So as a streaming box, it's bitching. It's fan-fucking-tastic. Moving on to the gaming aspect, I use RetroArch and Dig, D-I-G. Yes, it is a retro interface that will point to any type of emulator. It works with RetroArch, and then for DS we've got Drastic, which we bought. I've installed Redream, and I have installed Dolphin. I just haven't got into the bigger ones yet. Basically, Dig you can customize real easily. It's a $4 app. You don't even have to buy the pro version. Quickly use your computer here, download one of those custom themes, push it over to it, and it's easy. Also, the storage, you could turn on a quick little setting in an Nvidia Shield, and it's an IP address on your network. I've downloaded a couple of small ROMs for the wife and the daughter, and I used my Files app and on my iPhone, and I pushed it to the Shield, and I was like, okay, here, and then go back in, and then it re-scraped it, and boom, it found the games. It's very easy to add stuff. You just got to figure out where to put them, and either in your folders or a couple places in RetroArch. But the emulation, I'm not going to show you stuff. I'm going to talk about it because ETA Prime, bigger YouTubers, they've already shown this. You could do all the way up to Dreamcast perfectly. There may be a quote stutter ever so often, and even in N64, but they run perfectly. They're butter smooth most of the time. They run great. And then, hell, what else is there to say? There's you could do Dreamcast, and I'm sorry, not just Dreamcast. You can do GameCube on this one, but not the tube. If you have this one, who has 64-bit operating system, you can do GameCube. You can't do Wii. It's not strong enough to do that. Watch my dog down here get into stuff. But basically, it's a great emulation box. It's a great streaming box. Animals, what can you say? It's great. It's a great review. It's a great box, and I'm glad I finally get to review it. As my dog is sitting there throwing a little fit, trying to get into shit he shouldn't get into. So if you're thinking about the emulation box and you don't know about getting into the RetroPie, you want something that's simple that you can set into the living room that's Android, the Shield is probably it right now. Even the other boxes I've seen reviewed by other people, even ETA Prime, they're close to the Shield. They're not the Shield yet. And they may never be the Shield. But if you want something that's easy to use and it is a full streaming box that doesn't need to be worked on or customized or installed like RetroPie out of the box, you can do it. But RetroPie is great because it's so customizable. It's so flexible. This isn't an anti-Pi video because it's stupid. Pi is great. It's great for its own type of needs. But as an all-in-one, super high-end, to me, streaming box and emulation system, this is killer. This is absolutely killer. So if you're thinking about it, you don't mind, running Android, or you don't really care, I would get an Nvidia Shield TV Pro. $199, you can't beat it. Just pair over a PS4, Xbox One controller, those 8-bit Do controllers, all the tops, and start gaming and streaming. So let me know what you think in the comments below. I do appreciate everybody watching. All right, everybody. PKO Gamer.